Hi everyone, it's Mary Bardache with Grunge Factory Cosmetics and Beauty of Science 101 Skincare. Today I'm wearing the browns in my new eyeshadow palette. It's Grunge Factory Premier Palette Royale. It's a beautiful palette. It's wonderful to travel with, wonderful to have out. You can leave it out. It's beautiful to look at, easy to work with. Love the brush. I've been using it to blend, and it's a wonderful brush that comes with the palette. And it has it just soft enough on the ends. And this one's a little bit more, it's still soft, but it's stiff enough, firm enough to do line work. So I love this brush. The colors I have on today are Pillage. I use Pillage to line my lash line and go upward to make more of a cat eye. I have on Equestrian next to that and blended in Dainty. And then I use Gilded to highlight the inner corners of my eyes and the center of my eyelid. And then I did Elegant to do the brow bone, to kind of highlight the brow bone. You can use Coronation, which is a shimmer color, later in the day or in the evening to attract more attention to the eye. But anyway, it just always turns out great. It's just never overbearing. You can put it on heavier or lighter, obviously, but it's just very flattering. Accentuates the eyes perfectly. Love this palette. It's an incredible palette. So I didn't come out with it until it was just right. It took a really long time. I actually looked at my files, and I really started it like 3 years ago when I really started, deciding I was going to do an eyeshadow palette. And it took a really, really long time to pick different colors, the perfect blues, the perfect purples, because there's a lot of different shades in these colors, and they're really fun to play with and do things with. But when you want to go out, you're involved in business or work or some sort of event that has to be taken a little bit more seriously, it's hard to do neon colors or those. There's a time and place for those for sure, but that's, I'd say, more of a palette an extra palette that you can use to go to when you're having a fun time. But this palette is the one you're going to go to make sure you're sophisticated, that it's done right, and you look elegant and put together, and it's incredible, and I love it. So when I do heavier makeup, as I have said before, it's always better to be understated, because being overdone just looks almost clownish if you're not careful. So you have to be not wear too much makeup in lots of places on your face. So today I do have on a little blush again, because I'm trying out one of the colors. It's going to be in my new blush palette. It's going to be Grunge Factory Posh Palette, and it's going to have a highlight in 3 colors. And I want them to be universal, so that if you only want to buy one palette that has the colors that you're going to need for different looks, that will be the one that you can get. And you can travel with it and not have to pack a whole bunch of different shadows, and it just gets really complicated and it's not fun. So anyway, that's coming out soon, and so I am wearing that. And usually I probably wouldn't wearing heavier eye makeup, and I added a little lipstick, and this color is in Sassafras. I've talked about it before. Great color, great. A deep red. And again, I think in the light, it just kind of shows brighter. But if you go to the website, grungefactorycosmetics.com, you can see it. It's the true color, but it's gorgeous, and it can go on deeper. I kind of wiped a lot of it off because I thought it was too heavy for the daytime. It's daytime right now. Anyway, I just wanted to share that with you. The browns, so there they are. They're just fabulous colors. And if you wanted to line it, the Infinite is the great black to line your eyes a little deeper. And if you want to line under your eyes, Infinite is a great color. Again, I say solid black you can do it. It's definitely a look. It's very dramatic and can be very beautiful. Maybe better on a runway or in a image, a still image. Having a little bit of blue in the black makes it just easier to work with and more flattering for most people's skin tone and daylight. So I have that black in the eyeshadow palette. But anyway, I just wanted to share that with you today, and I hope you're having a wonderful beginning of the new year. It's been a little bumpy in the news, I know, but things will get better. They will. Just have faith and make good decisions if you can. So I think that's all I want to talk about in this video. Is this palette is fantastic, and I did want to share the browns. So I've done the purples, the blues, and now the browns. So they're just really, you can't go wrong with these colors. I'll just add that I'm a big fan of a paint company called Farrow and Ball. Not an ad for them at all. I don't know if I should have brought them up, but they're an English company that makes paints and have since, I don't know, late 1800s. And the thing with that company, it sounds like an ad now, is that they do colors in a way that you really can't go wrong. Even if you pick a yellow or a black or a purple, they won't sell a bad one. And I studied them over the years. I use their colors in my home, and I love that company. And I used that logic when I created colors for your face. So that's why this palette is so special. It's just really colors that work well, that aren't too harsh, and they're not cheap. And I didn't mention before that there's few ingredients in this. Sometimes when you look at the back of a ingredient list on makeups or other products, it's huge, and you just can't get through it all. And that's not the case with this. There's minimal, clean, pure product with pigments that are deep and rich and well sourced. They're very, very high end pigments. So that's another difference, is that the way they go on, the way they look, the way they stay and last, yet they wash off with soap and water, which I love, because I hate it when you have eye makeup and you have to use eye makeup remover, and you don't have to do that with these. And but they stay on, and if you get them a little bit wet, just with plain water, they stay on. So it's just a great palette, and I wouldn't have come out with it if it wasn't. So I will also be making a video soon, another one on skincare, because I don't, and I do this every video, I don't, got a clean Kleenex here, have, makeup on. I don't wear powder or foundation. I don't like the feel of it on my skin. I don't think it's healthy for my skin. I know I break out when I wear a lot of that stuff. And I also want all the ingredients of all my products to be good for your skin and not clog pores, and wear well, so they blend in with the skin and the oils of your skin and complement them, as opposed to irritate or cause blemishes. So that's a huge thing that went into the research on my products. So I just wanted to add that good, clean skin is really important before you put anything on it. And you can go to beautyofscience101.com skincare, .com, and see the skincare line. I did that, as I said before in another video. I created for myself. I honestly, truly, I know you hear that. It's sad, because I'm not an influencer. I'm not a YouTube person. It's not my thing. It's not who I am at all. Very private person. But I created skincare because I was having problems with my skin that weren't being addressed with the most expensive products I was buying. I was buying top, and I won't name them, but they were very expensive and they weren't working. I had blotchy skin, I had breakouts, I had lines. My skin it just wasn't tight. It was kind of like crepey. And I researched, because I have a background in research, and the chemicals and the ingredients for formulations that would actually work and I tried them out, and I experimented for a couple years, came up with the purest ingredients. The right molecular weight is incredibly important. It's crucial to a successful skincare product. And when I came out, there wasn't a lot of mention. In fact, when I came out with my serums, there weren't really serums out there. When I talked about them with friends, family members, they didn't, what's a serum? What is that? And that was in 2018. So now, of course, they're everywhere. And I didn't push the marketing. I really wasn't my focus to create that business, but I decided, well, I'm making it for me, and my friends wanted it, and I said, well, I'll make it available on Amazon, and then I did my own website, but it wasn't a big push to do that. So, but I believe in them. I really, if you try them and you do it coupled with the moisturizer, the serum's a moisturizer, and I'm having an oil that's coming out that completes it. And then at some point, I will do a soap. That way, it's the whole thing. It's you wash your face and then do this, and that's it. So I am, I'm older, but I think I've aged well. I mean, you can't fight it completely, and I don't want to do a bunch of filler and stuff like that. So I want to take care of my skin so that it looks youthful and healthy as I age. And and I feel like it's working, and I'm really happy with my skincare line. And I added the cosmetic line to just have it where women can wear minimal makeup, clean makeup that's good for your skin, that complements you, but doesn't cover up who you are and isn't overly done. So that's my motto. I talked a little bit about the name of my company on the last video, and I think I'll make a separate one for that and explain more. But anyway, I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will talk to you soon. Thanks. Bye.